The other thing I'll say here is that we are, to quote another one of Fernando's favorite economic terms, we are using this as ceteris paribus. Everything else has stayed the same. But we know for a fact that these things don't stay the same. And one of the things that has caught a lot of people off guard in recent years is changes to terms of service, changes to developer guidelines that seemingly come out of nowhere. And that's not just from a model of, suddenly these things are banned in the terms of service, but back when HashiCorp decided to make Terraform a different form of license, and that meant that they could charge for certain parts and not for others. Or when companies like Adobe introduce things in their EULA that say that we can use your work to train our AI, like that creates another security hole of, to quote Donald Rumsfeld, it's an unknown unknown. We didn't know that this was going to change, and we don't know how to deal with it because we never would have considered that it could.
Well, but that's the thing, right? I mean, I politely disagree with the classification of this as an unknown unknown. If you are a leader, if you are a technology or a security leader in an organization, right? I think that the significant, if not total number of people in this are adults who understand the world and understand how contracts are written and understand how, at some level, how the law works and how contract law works. And so if you don't, that's totally fine, right? But you should learn, right? I think that the bigger point here is that we are asking, as this becomes more critical, we are asking for a more worldly view of how technology fits into everything we do.
I think it's really a bit of both of what you're saying. It's really both the unknown unknown and the known unknowns, right? So we have a known unknown of, we know we're dependent on this, but we haven't gone beyond we're dependent on it. We have the unknown unknown because, and I hate to use this term, but I think it's very, very important here. We have a whole bunch of shadow IT going on here, particularly with AI. And we have a lot of people who are doing stuff, who are becoming dependent on this stuff in a shadow version of it, where it's not an official company contract. It's on the personal credit card, the personal account, et cetera. And that's a whole big security ball of wax, just from a data perspective and a data security perspective. But in the context here, what we're talking about is, it's really an unknown dependency. It's an unknown unknown because we don't know what we're dependent upon until it disappears and all of a sudden it breaks. And then we find out the hard way.